So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from ZW Games and I'm bringing to you guys a deck which shout outs to Beyond the Jewel I've discovered and been playtesting, and it's really fun but also really powerful, and that is, as you can see, Cyber Dragon Phantom Knight Orcust. So the original profile from Beyond the Jewel was just listed as Cyber Dragon Orcust or Orcust Cyber Dragon, however you want to say it. But just mainly focusing on those two archetypes alone. But the PK engine is very important in the deck, and you know, that's why I mentioned that as well. But with all that aside, this deck is really fun, really powerful. It can pump up at least 3 negates or 2 negates and 1 disruption, which I'll explain as I go through the deck profile. But and then I'll explain and I'll show the 2-card combo at the end of the profile as well, which can end you in those 3 negates or 2 negates and 1 disruption. So with that said and done, let's get into it. So really fun, really powerful deck. So starting off with 3 Cyber Dragons, you're going to have the 3 Cyber Dragons along with 3 cores and 3 hers. These are your only Cyber Dragon lineup. They're all very important. They all fulfill certain roles in the deck. So Cyber Dragon being the name of the deck, you've got to have him as your machine dupe, along with Core. Core Search is your combo piece, and your disruption as well, if you happen to open with that combo piece. So that's very important. And hers gets you that additional Cyber Dragon in their hand and helps you unbrick dead hands, just by being able to just go into one summon, link 1, and then search Cyber Dragon, which then combos very well with your 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier. 3 is way too much. You don't need 3. If you're opening Galaxy Soldier, you're only going to do it once. In all honesty, in terms of the search, you're never going to search again. So 2 copies of Galaxy Soldier is very good. This deck gets much better once Nashta comes into the game, which I think is in Power Code Link. So once that card comes out, I'll be doing an update on this deck as well. So moving on to the Orcust lineup, we play 2 Orcust Nightmare. Literally, this card just changed how Orcust plays. It went from a nothing deck, other than just like a fun disruption deck, stun deck, into something just absolutely meta relevant, just via Orcust Nightmare and the synergy it has with obviously Mermaid. Then I go with 2 Harp Horrors and 1 Symbol Skeleton. The original profile only played 1 Harp Horror, but I just like playing with 2 just because if I'm going to resolve 1, it's going to probably be this one, but more than once. But I'm also thinking just swapping out Harp Horror for another symbol, or just adding in the Brass Bombard. Just that way I can, no matter what Orcust I have, I can just resolve an Orcust play. So I'm tempted to go around that. We'll see how it goes. And to run at the monsters, I do play 2 boots. I wanted to play 2 boots because I thought if I open, I want to be able to, if I do, God forbid, open with 1 of these combo pieces, I can still fulfill the combo. So I'm playing with 2 boots. And that's it for the monsters. Moving on to spells, still the best card in the whole Cyber Dragon lineup is Machine Duplication. Just is literally one of your 2-card combo pieces. You can probably guess what the other one is, but yeah, Machine Duplication is very important. And then we're playing 3 Cyber Emergencies. Helps search for your combo piece, and 1 Cyber Repair Plant for additional search powers in the deck. 1 1-for-1 and 1 Foolish Burial as well. And 1-for-1 can just help you get to more extenders by letting you special summon hers from the deck. And Foolish Burial is there to dump anything that you need in the graveyard to help with your extenders. And I'm playing 1 Orchestrated Return, which is also another reason why I bumped up my Orcust lineup a little bit. I wanted something that I can set with the Orcust Galilea, until we get the counter trap, and I thought orchestrated return is just one of the best things to set, just because it's just an additional consistency. So I just thought I'd try it out just to see how it goes. This is really important. It's become one of the most important cards in the deck, but only as a one-off still, and that is Cyber Web System. This is literally enables the combo to go. The 2-card combo which ends in those negates, and it's all based on Web System, and I'll explain why in the combo. And 1 Monster Reborn, just for additional revival. 3 Cool Binder Graves, don't like hand traps. 3 Overload Fusion, just because, you know, Rampage for game is just too good. And I am taking in still 1 Super Poly, just because Super Poly just works very well in Cyber Dragons as just like an additional OTK maker, but also helps you outboards via Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, the extra deck, for mostly those Thunder Dragon matchups which can cripple this deck. And to run up the main deck, I'm playing 1 Cyber Overload and 2 Phantom Knights Fog Blades for those negations and disruptions. So now moving on to the extra deck, I'm going to start off with the fusions, just because it's 2 Rampage, 1 double Mega Fleet, and 1 Starving Venom. These are the ones you're going to be using the most. This is purely in here for the Thunder Dragon matchup, just to help get over those pesky Thunder Dragon Colossuses with your Super Polys. That's just a nice little option there. You could even take this out for the in the side deck. You can take in a copy of, what is it, Salomon Grey Violet Chimera for your Salomon Grey matchups via your Super Poly. I'm playing 3 XCs in the forms of 2 Novas and 1 Infinity. Standard for your Cyber Dragons. If you're playing Cyber Dragons but not playing these, you're playing Cyber Dragons wrong. You at least play this lineup, this ratio. And then for the links, we're playing the 1 Phantom Knight Link, the 1 Cyber Dragon Seeger, part of your combo, along with the Galilea, your 2 Nightmare Link 2s, your 1 Mermaid, and your 1 Link Karibo. They're all pretty standard for the deck. So with that out of the way, the deck profile out of the way, shall I say, let's move on to the combos. So the combo starts off with Core along with Machine Dupe. Simple as that. If you open up with these two, you've got full combo. Start off with summoning your Core. Core searches your Rev System. You then play Machine Dupe, special summoning 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck. You then link Cyber Dragon Core and Cyber Dragon into your Seeger. This could also be Clearthought Genius, so I think, in all honesty, I just like using Seeger. Then you play your Rev System. Rev System revives the Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. So you revive the original Cyber Dragon. Then you overlay these 2 into Nova, and you detach. Since you have a viable target in graveyard, you can just detach and special summon Cyber Dragon back. Though in all honesty, again, you could just summon Core. You then overlay Nova into Infinity. So I just like doing it like that. Then you link your Seeger and your Cyber Dragon into any nightmare of choice. I'm going to just go with Cerberus, and then you link that away into Mermaid. So I guess in all honesty, you do need 1 card to just discard, so I'm just going to discard hers just because I can. So you discard hers, or discard your card, and you summon the Orcust Nightmare from your deck. You then link those 2 into Galilei. Nightmare activates, banishing itself. To summon Harp Horror from deck. Then you can use the Galileo's effect to shuffle your nightmare back into your deck and set an orcust spell or trap, so you can set your return. You then link your face down. That's right. Yes, so you link these two into your Phantom Knight. Yes, that's it. Yes. Yeah, that's it. You then use your Phantom Knight effect to send Boots to grave, to set Fogblade, and then you can banish Boots to set the additional Fogblade. So there's 3 negates on board. So the way you can turn this around is that if you don't care about the infinity, you just yeah, so now I'm going to do it. So that's how you get 3 negates. So you have your 1 infinity and your 2 Fogblades set, and you still got your Phantom Knights in play. But if you don't care about the infinity and you want popping potential, it's just a small change to end with just that. So you still start off though with Core and Machine Dupe and 1 card to discard, obviously. So you play your Cyber Dragon Core, but then Core searches Rev System instead of Overflow. You then play Machine Dupe, special summoning 2 Cyber Dragons. You then link Cyber Dragon Core and Cyber Dragon into Seeger. I guess you could still... Yes, no. So you just link Core and Cyber Dragon into your Nightmare. Then you link the Nightmare into Mermaid. You then use Mermaid's effect to discard your card. To summon the Nightmare from deck. Then you link these 2 into Galileo. Then the Nightmare activates, banishing itself to summon Harp Horror. Then you can return that into the deck to set your Orcust spell or trap if you're playing a trap once. Then you link these 2 into the Phantom Knight, which then, as before, you send Boots, set Fogblade, then you banish Boots to get an additional Fogblade, and then you can set Overflow. So you still got 2 monsters on board, importantly. So you still got your Phantom Knight and your Cyber Dragon, which I guess if you're playing in the extra deck, you could just link these 2 into Topologic Bomber, so at least you're somewhat stunning any link spam deck, because they have to get rid of Bomber first before they can start link spamming. But now you're ending with double Fogblade and Overflow for 2 pops in your graveyard at the very least. If you did discard her, so you got 3 on your opponent's board, and that doesn't target as well. So still very, very nice. But that, guys, is the deck profile and double combo. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please leave your comments down below what you think of this deck. It does get better once we get the counter trap and the Nashta. Just adds a little bit more consistency in terms of the combos. But the original profile was also using the Salomon Great Link one. That's just generic, that points downwards, so that's very good as well for that. But that, guys, again, is the deck. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
What's up YouTube, Dan here from War Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.